SRAM's force and rival groups are designed with our proprietary GXP bottom bracket and two-piece crank system. GigaXPipe, or GXP, is a proprietary, fully sealed external bearing bottom bracket. It's compatible only with SRAM and TrueVative two-piece cranks. GXP bottom brackets are available in English or Italian thread patterns. Force and rival cranksets are available in compact or standard bolt circle diameters and feature hard anodized Power Glide 10-speed rings. Standard sizes are available in a 5339 configuration. Compact sizes are available in 5034 and 5036 configurations. All of our cranksets feature 5 and 6 mm chain ring bolts for simple removal and installation. In addition, each of the crank models is built with a self-extracting crank fixing bolt. The crank fixing bolt is sized for an 8 mm hex wrench. The retainer nut for this assembly is 16 mm. Prior to installation, and for best component performance of the GXP bottom bracket, it's highly recommended to prepare the frame. Use clean and sharp cutting tools to chase and face your frame set. Once the frame is prepped, clean and dry, add a quality grease to the threads of both the bottom bracket cups and frame shell. Our Italian GXP cups feature an extra locking compound on the threads to prevent loosening. Using a GXP, Park tool, or other external bottom bracket cup tool, fix the cups to the frame with 34 to 41 Newton meters of torque. Wipe off the excess grease. Before you install the crankset, add grease to the inside faces of the bottom bracket cups and to the spindle. Lubrication here helps the spindle slide past the lip seals, facilitates thorough seating of the crank, and prevents corrosion and binding at the bearing surfaces over time. Be careful not to dislodge the lip seals when seating the spindle and crank. To complete crank installation, coat the spindle splines and their matching crank arm interfaces with grease. Clock the non-drive arm, and using an 8 mm hex attachment, torque the crank fixing bolt to between 48 and 54 Newton meters. Note that the crank arm and spindle interfaces feature a preload area of 3 to 4 mm before final torque is reached. If, after maximum torque of the fixing bolt has been achieved, any lateral play in the final assembly is detected, remove the crankset and repeat the process. When properly assembled, the step on the spindle and the face of the crank arm sandwich the non-drive bearing to prevent lateral movement. This allows the system to operate without bearing preload. Once installation is complete, it's normal to feel some initial drag, originating from the fresh grease and seals in the bottom bracket. Both SRAM and TrueVative road cranksets ship with a pair of pedal washers. These are necessary when installing inexpensive pedals or any pedal spindles lacking a complete shoulder stop. Be sure to apply grease or otherwise add lubrication to the pedal threads prior to installation and fixing.